All right, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. It's been a busy several last weeks for all of us. And I know all of you have really been working hard, boots on the ground, making sure that your communities have access to food and dealing with all of their concerns. So really appreciate all of you. As I mentioned to Bill, this is a really, really short presentation. It's really just the bullet points from the communication that was sent out in email at the end of last week. And we'll be sending this out to the entire network. So if you want to just listen in again, or if you have other people at your organization that should probably hear this, please share. All right. Okie dokie. So what you really need to know. Now I'm going to address just HIPNAP agencies at the moment. So we're talking our HIPNAP pantries, our HIPNAP meal sites, and our shelters. And what I'm going to cover is what funding is available right now that is going to basically make the entire menu's nutritional food no cost to you for the rest of the calendar year. And what this means is that if you have an order submitted and there's a balance owed, reach out to us so that we can confirm that it's on non-food items or non-nutritional items, because if there's a nutritional product that isn't being covered by a grant, we need to identify it so that we can get that corrected. So all nutritional food right now on our menu is going to be no cost to you. What does this mean for your grants? Each of you has had an allocated legislative initiative fund, the LIF. This is HIPNAP money. If you have a balance of that, and or if you have a balance of an allocated county grant, so these would be initial county money coming from either Broome, Tompkins, or Steuben County, we're going to use those allocated funds first. The county money we have to have spent, the LIF money we have to have spent. Once that is exhausted, you will tap into, if you are in Broome, Tioga, or Tompkins County, emergency county money. So Broome has released $100,000 that is already on the account, and you can already start tapping into that. There's a pause right now. We have it ready to go for Tioga and Tompkins. We're just waiting for a signature. So once we get that confirmation, those grants are going to turn on and those funds will start being applied to your orders. And that's $100,000. And Tompkins, once we get that money, again, that's going to go and support your orders first. Once that money is exhausted, then, and if you are in Steuben, Schuyler, or Chemung County, you'll tap into this pooled LIF grant. And just like every other pooled grant, like Healthy Harvest, Nourish New York, you are not going to see how much money is in there. You will know that it was applied to your grant. One, you'll see that you don't owe us anything, but when you get your invoice, it'll say that how much was used from that grant. And then also when you get your statement, it'll take you right back and it'll also show that all of those invoices that were used. Okay. Beer School Food Center. And I have a correction here, fresh off the press. 3 counties did release those emergency funds, but I need to amend this for Tioga County. Unfortunately, the Tioga County money is only for agencies that are open to the public, like your pantries and your meal sites. These funds will not be used for the school food centers, but don't worry, there's still resources. But if you're in Broome or Tompkins, those emergency funds are going to hit first. And then once those funds are, it's the same pooled grant that the HIPNAP agencies are tapping into, in case you were curious. And then once that money is exhausted, you'll tap into this pooled school food center grant that we've created. And so again, don't worry, there's plenty of money. Please order. And if that all gets exhausted before the end of the calendar year and you still have a balance on your allocated school food center grant, then that would be applied. Otherwise, those funds at the end of the year go back to zero, but we restock you on January 1, just like every other year. All right, what else you all need to know? Those lists of priorities you don't need to worry about. This is just for information for you to understand. We manage your priorities for you. We're taking care of that. And then also, if you haven't had a chance to order those holiday boxes that have been on the menu, those produce boxes, we're getting them for the next 4 weeks. They do move quickly. And I just heard from our operations team, they have had to right size some of the orders, not based on how large your organization is, but by how many pallets they can fit on the truck. Our trucks are going out of here fully loaded. In fact, on Tuesday, it was 149,000 pounds, the most we've ever sent out of this building in a single day. So if you ordered some and you didn't get as many, this is the reason why. It's not because we don't like you. It's because we couldn't fit any more on the truck. And I know that you have questions about next year. Stay tuned. We have to finalize and hash out the details, but rest assured there are additional funds for 2026 to help take some of the stress off your shoulders. What we can say for right now is we know that you have been seeing about 20 to 25% increase in people served. We know that some of our larger pantries have seen like 30 new families in a week. Please order to double your impact. Order to meet that need. These funds are not intended for stockpiling. If you need to order to get moved because you're serving more people, maybe you need to order more weekly. And instead of maybe if you are a pantry that orders once a month, twice a month, you have an opportunity to order more often if you're seeing an increased need. We have plenty of resources, so please do what you can to support your community and take care of your volunteers because if we're sending out a lot of food, that means your volunteers and your staff are putting away a lot of food and handing out a lot of food. So remember to take care of each other. And we'll be following up with more information in December regarding the new year. I told you it was quick. I'm happy to answer any questions.
If we have an outstanding balance and there are HIPNAP foods on that we were charged for, can we resubmit it or do we have to pay it and then ask for the grant money back, or how are we supposed to handle that?
It's a really good question, Bill. Unfortunately, the new money is intended for current orders. Reach out offline so that we can see when those orders were to see if there's any wiggle room, but basically these are intended for new orders going forward. And grant money doesn't typically apply backwards.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Great question, though. Patrick, I know you've got a question.
Uh, yeah, people probably can see the gears through my bald head. Um, uh, Holiday boxes and produce boxes are not different. They're one.
That's
It's
the
a
one thing.
holiday
I basically
holiday pro
misspoke. It's a
oh,
holiday
so
produce
it's a
box.
holiday produce box. Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. Uh, you said like so in Nichols, we always order every week,
Hmm.
no matter what.
Yeah.
And our executive director said, Patrick, order the food. She said, hey, I heard there's some like free food too or something, which I think you mentioned that so you said if it's yellow or green, it's free. Is that
Yes. Yellow and green is free because those are going to be nutritional. I think possibly even some of the red might technically be, but I don't know for sure. Really, what you're looking for is anything that starts with a number 3. You're
oh
looking
yeah,
for your wholesale items. And we don't usually have non-nutritional food on the menu.
correct.
It might be a donated item that's going to fall into a different category. and you'll see a cost on there. So if you have questions, please reach out. Aaron knows his stuff. He can help you. And if you can't get him, there's Bree. If you can't get Bree, there's me. So we're all here to help you navigate that. But for the most part, basically for everyone, order off our menu. We don't want you to have to pay for anything if it's nutritional food.
When will we know that that balance gets to zero? So there's $100,000 there.
Oh, for the county
Are,
grant,
are
you're not you
oh,
you mean
like the $100,000. I'm saying for that part of it. We're not going to see that on a grant line,
nope.
like you mentioned. It's like
How you will know is you'll see that the LIF grant started picking up the cost.
okay, okay. So so, so free food.
It's free food.
So
Patrick, yes, that's it.
when we use grants, think of it as kind of like free food too, because
It
I'm not
is.
getting my checkbook out and
That's
sending
a
the
really
money
good way to
a
put it.
different
You're
way.
absolutely right.
It's free food.
It's free food.
Uh, I don't want to steal anybody else's thunder. If you want to raise your hand, go right ahead. As she said, I usually have a lot to say. Um, we have actually gone back to, I mean, we do serve, I think we serve a high number of households and individuals every single month. Our numbers are high, as many people are. Point being, it wasn't more than a year ago that we backed off of our how many visits people were supposed to make. Would it be out of character for us to take this opportunity and say, okay, in the month of December, you can come twice a month again. So for like everybody is allowed to come twice a month, not once a month.
You drive
And
that
that,
bus. You drive that bus as a pantry. You all make your own decisions on how often a family can come in a month. The minimum, bare minimum is once a month. If you can offer
yeah,
more, please do. Please do.
okay,
But that's a decision
yeah,
that you can make with Renee and the rest of your team.
okay,
I'll leave that
good,
to
good.
you and know that you have our support.
Hi, Amanda. I have a question. Stacia with CCC.
Hi, Dacia. Yes.
I know you said that, people shouldn't order just to stock up because that's not the point of this, is to
Hmm.
order what you need. But I know there's a order, like we have a minimum requirement for like the weight. So I
Yes.
wanted to know, like, because for example, with us, we got hit in certain areas for certain products that people really need, like
Mhm.
necessity products. So I wanted to know if I did a small order with what's going on right now, is there a minimum for delivery like weight requirements, or is it still as?
That still has to, that's a really good question, Dacia. We have to keep it at 750. We have to be able to send out the maximum amount in our trucks. To
Okay.
give you an idea, our trucks are so full that they actually have to come back to the warehouse and reload and go back out because we have so many orders going out and there's so much volume. So please keep it at 750. You guys do enough business. I think you guys can get to 750. It's a best practice. So I
Okay.
don't necessarily think that you guys are going to order anything that you're stocking up, piling on. You're ordering stuff to meet that increased need of about 20 to 25% of people served and the food that they want.
Yeah. I only asked because it's not every product, it's just certain products. And I'm like, I didn't go in yet, but I would love to take this opportunity now that I know that we have some funding. So thank you for
Please
that.
do. Please do. And if you know what they want, maybe you order a little bit more of it and let them take a couple more.
Thank you.
Yeah, good question. Hi, Mary. I see that you are late coming up, but don't worry. We're recording and we'll send this out. But if you have any questions, happy to answer. Glad you could join us.
So I guess a couple of things. um, So like meats and stuff are free too? Those are
Yeah.
all underneath? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure many people have the same kind of what the train of thought. So we really are looking to expand just to help out. Like in
Hmm.
the past, we've done 2 meats and now we want to increase 3 or 4. So an order may look like I am bulking up, but I'm actually trying to get it back out. How are you guys kind of checking that? We clearly are doing over 1,000 pounds,
Hmm.
easily on any given delivery. And I would say we're closer probably to the 1,500, almost two. I think we had over 2,000 pounds delivered to little old T-Bird last time.
Hmm.
So, as everybody's kind of navigating these waters for the next month and a half, couple of months,
Yeah. So
all of a sudden Trumansburg looks like we've doubled our stuff. Yes, I mean, we have some numbers to back it for sure, but, we're also kind of expanding. So, does someone kind of red flag or do I attach onto my note that I'm adding in? We were gonna add regardless of this. This is a great gift and we are super grateful, but it had already been our plan to kind of, build out a few more days than what we were automatically
mhm.
giving to our neighbors. So I'm just curious to understand, like, and if we're not seeing how much money, we're being given, then that, yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah,
a lot of a
it's a
lot
whole
of
new
things that,
world. It's a whole new
yeah,
world, Sarah, and I appreciate this awareness that you're asking for. And the short answer is all of the above. If you can say that, hey, we're adding this to your order notes, we're going to communicate that internally and being like, look, this is what T-Bird's doing.
okay,
Also, I have a great squad behind me. There's Aaron and Bree. They are watching the orders. And Aaron sees your orders every week. He knows what looks out of the norm. He's not
okay,
going to just be like, no. If it's really far out of the norm, he might right size it. But if
okay,
it's something that's raising that red flag, as you say, he's going to reach
yeah,
out. He's going to reach out and
okay,
say, hey, talk to me here.
okay. I just, yeah, want to make sure that, it
Hmm.
doesn't look like
No,
we are
yeah, that's
avoiding,
a
but
really good question.
but
And
we as a leadership team decided a few weeks back that we were gonna, make this be a much better December for people. So, yeah, we'd already looked to expand some stuff, and yeah, and
excellent,
obviously
excellent.
huge bonus. So, okay, I
That's great to
appreciate it.
hear, Sarah.
Thank you very, very much, my friend.
Oh, I can't take the credit. I'm just the messenger.
Well, whoever can take the credit, we thank you very much. But
Mm,
we also thank for you too for getting the information out to us.
appreciate it. What else?
I have a question.
Yes.
You said 750 pounds. I thought you had to get at least 200 pounds from the food bank.
Hey, Gay, which organization are you with?
Valley Church.
Okay. So you're out in north of Binghamton, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Because you have your orders delivered to Chow and
Okay, I don't have to have.
not directly to your
Okay,
front door. The minimum is 200 pounds.
okay.
If you would like a direct delivery, it is at least 750.
Oh, no, no, we don't want the direct delivery.
And that's
Our pantry
okay.
is smaller than some, so
And
yeah.
that's okay too.
Okay, thank you.
Gay Odell from.
Is there a question?
Delivers to child. Yeah.
I have another question. I'm sorry, Amanda.
No, please, Sarah. That's why I'm
So
here.
if the truck is full and something doesn't come across, do we find out that day, or is there somewhere you're tagging? My understanding is your trucks are probably being done we are Monday delivery. So on Friday I get the magical note of when it's going to be delivered, but
Mhm.
I guess I don't want to be stuck without something that I think might come down the pike. So if you guys have maxed out for whatever reason, could
Right.
someone be like, hey, we're not bringing your, I don't know, 27
The-
things of green beans. Does that make sense?
It does. So the only thing that we would like take off would be those holiday produce boxes.
I'm not
Um,
familiar with those. Could you take a minute and explain that? I didn't see
yes.
them when I made my
So
order last.
for 5 weeks, we've got 4 more weeks to go. We're receiving pre-boxed variety of produce from New York State. That is no cost to any of you. Inside is an assortment of hearty vegetables like potatoes and carrots and squashes and cabbage. And they're very limited. We're only getting about 6,000 total. So
Okay.
They're moving quickly. As for like canned beans and stuff, we're gonna put it on a truck. If we can't fit your entire
Okay.
order on a truck, then we come back and reload and go back out.
Okay. All right.
And
So
that
we
will be
can,
communicated. Aaron will communicate that. The guys know when there's going to have to be a reload.
okay, great. So it's not anything on my list to worry about.
Nothing on your list to worry about.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
I will take a moment to say that we've been lucky this week, knock on wood, that in all this pounds going out, there really haven't been any mistakes that have like product missed or damaged, which is great. However, we're still human. If you are missing something, please reach out to Aaron and let him know directly as soon as you can, because we can't help you within if it's after 24 hours. But definitely, our guys are being very vigilant, but it's entirely possible that it could happen. Any other questions? Yes, Patrick.
I might be kind of old school here, though. Am I correct that the text them all system is went away? The
There still is on our website where you can request a Column Texamol for your pantry to increase, like it's not intended to be a permanent long-term thing. But yeah, if you want to get the word back
is it
out,
a
it,
one
it's
time
not
thing
necessarily a
for
one-time thing. It could be a couple
or
times. It's not intended to be like a sustained practice. But yeah, I think if you're planning to allow people to come more often, this would be the exact reason why we would use
yeah,
this. It's right on the partner portal, Patrick.
yeah.
So please feel free to
And
tap into that. You do have to, it's a form that you fill out, and it does explain like how much lead time staff needs to complete that
yeah.
because we have to build it into our already scheduled programming.
And I apologize if I should know this information. Um, who am I supposed to send my signed and dated uh, letter of thanks for all this stuff that's happening now? I mean,
President and CEO Mark Bordeaux.
okay, okay.
Carbon copy Amanda.
Oh, stop it, Matt. Again, I'm just the messenger. But yeah, he's really he's the bow of the ship that's driving us through this. And he's supporting us, and definitely he's our guiding light. So I would definitely send it to Mark Bordeaux. Thank you, Patrick, for asking that. That's so sweet.
Hi, this is Randy.
Randy, you're garbled.
Oh, never mind. I'll put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. I'll
Oh,
read it out. As she's putting that, whatever it is she wants to share in the chat. Any other questions? Um, what are concerns you all might have regarding all of this? What are you hearing from the people in your communities? Is there anything that you want to share? This has been a lot on all of you. How are you all doing? Oh, stop it, Randy. Yes, the pooled grant, it was my idea. I did not invent pooled grants. It was a selfish idea because it meant less work for me and James Wade. Um, yeah, how are things going? How are you all doing? And at this point, I think I'm going to open this up just as a check-in call. If more questions pop up around funding, I'm happy to answer, but I want to stay on the call and give you guys, I haven't seen you guys in a while. I'd like to hear from you. How's everything going? Hi,
Hey,
Mary.
Linda, it's Donna Holtzbauer from Trumansburg too with Sarah. We had, you were talking about having a lot of new families. I was doing the count last night and we had 26 new families. That's like
Wow.
so much higher than we've ever had. Um, and we were up like 20% overall. So yeah, we had the biggest pantry we've ever had the other night.
My goodness. Yeah, we're feeling that. So
Yeah.
I'm so
But
glad that
Sarah's
you're there for
ordering
you.
was ordering was great. And we were not left with not being able to serve anyone. So we were so psyched.
That's amazing. You guys are a pretty good dream team out there.
Hey, we are.
How about you, Mary? How's it going in Corning?
It's good. It's good. We actually it's kind of slowed down a little bit. I mean, it was pretty intense end of October, early November, from everywhere.
Mhm.
I'm we were out of food. That first delivery we get on Wednesday, so I don't know what date that was, the 5th maybe. I was out of things the next day. And by
Mhm.
Friday, I'm going retail to buy stuff until I get to the next delivery, and
Yeah.
increasing my order. So it was a little bit, crazy. But we got through it, and great volunteers. I have nothing to say. Um, Guys at the warehouse, or gals, folks, excuse me, at the warehouse, um, are great. I'm ordering copious amounts of food, and they're getting it to us, so no complaints there. So it's good. I'm a little weary. This is my busy week because we have our distribution on Saturday for Thanksgiving. We did something a little different, got some of our turkeys early and gave them out to the veterans that we work with, as well as some of our Head Start families. So we took a little bit of the pressure off next week, which is good.
Mhm.
But I'm looking forward to this time next week. No, yeah,
Yeah.
really Wednesday of next week, because I still need to prepare stuff for Thanksgiving here at home. But it's good. I mean, I'm thankful for everything the food bank does for us. Like the team there is very good, and able to find things for me. Although I will say, hearing that there were no potatoes for my order on Friday, and then going to Wegmans, ordering them, and then hearing from Dave, oh, we found some, and back and forth, canceling
Oh,
orders, or it was a little chaotic, but it all worked out, and thankful for that. Whatever. So
oh,
Friday,
and
Saturday, anyone who wants to come down Saturday, get a couple of Tony's meatballs. One of our volunteers always brings meatballs for our Thanksgiving distribution.
son of a
I think I
gun, you might
mentioned
get
that
me
to
there.
Stefan. I think I mentioned that to Stefan, saying he should come on down.
You had me at
Um,
meatballs, Mary.
yeah, yeah, well, we're trying to get all of our folks to. I normally will bring some stuff, but it's just I've really been pulled really tight.
Mhm.
Um, I think the last 2 weeks really kind of did it to me, and running out of a little bit of steam, but I'll make it through. Trying to get to bed early, do a little crafting.
Well, you
That's
you
my
do a
thing.
lot of work there in the for the greater Corning area, and I'm always in amazement. So we really appreciate you,
Yeah.
and
No, it's
you have a
it's good.
wonderful group of volunteers. So
Oh
thank
yeah,
you for
they
doing it
they
all.
are they are the best. I mean, all volunteers are good, but when that need increased, and we wanted extra people every day just to be able to handle it, so people weren't waiting. And some folks had to leave. Like there was, we're going after, you know, closing, and they had to go get their kids from school.
Hmm.
So we held the forms. Maybe some of them came back the next day when we were open on Saturday. Maybe they didn't. I don't. You do the best you can. But
Right.
yeah, it was. So, and we're all learning. And what I think is neat is, we're still in fresh track. Okay. Eventually, we're going to make it to SimC, but they added something. I don't know when they did this, because they have new families, and then they have new families, which I liked how they did new families. And I think it's new to the system.
Oh, okay.
So it was just kind of like a neat thing. And not that I want to like stay, although it's hard to break the habit of like the platform you're used to using, but that is that was interesting to see that. Not that we've had a lot of that. And I think maybe it's been since November, or maybe it's just been this week or something, because I usually look at things and I was like, wait a minute, there's more than just new families. It was new, and then it like explains what that means.
That's
So
fascinating.
that's been kind of interesting. But yeah, we had record, I think back early November, we had like a record Wednesday, even beats at our old location, when we were on William Street, um,
Wow.
people. So But now I think we're kind of sliding into the holidays. Who knows? Maybe the next 2 days are going to be chaos, but that's okay. We'll serve
Yes.
them with a smile.
I love it. We will. Gay,
Yes.
I can put you on the spot. How are things out in Broome County? You are a little pantry, but you have a wonderful little community there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing a big increase. At one point, from no, October, we had like 18 people come in, which normally we would see like maybe 4 or 5. And like last year, sometimes nobody would come in when we had it open. But now every time we see at least 6 or 7.
That's a lot for
Mhm.
your little pantry that you work out of. That proportionally, you're on par with the 20 or 30 or 40 more families,
Right.
percentage wise. So that's
Yeah,
and
a lot.
it is a lot. And I guess just kind of also welcome to all of this a little bit more since Al has gone on and retired.
I know.
So it was a great time for you to get right into the thick of
Oh, it
things.
certainly is trial by fire or whatever.
Absolutely. Um, so for folks, I think everybody else on this call has been on my open office hours. So we hold open office hours regularly, Gay,
Uh,
and feel free to pop onto those. This is a wonderful group. Each other person on here has been on these open office hours, and they're just a wonderful resource. We just hold the space, and you guys make the magic happen.
mhm.
So I want to make sure that I extend that invitation.
Okay.
And it's by no means required, but if you feel so moved, please join us. Um, I, Sally or Zach, do either of you want to share what?
I want to know what town Gay's pantry's in.
Well, it's north of Binghamton. I think it's in the town of Shenango.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, good.
beautiful up there. They're on a gorgeous little hill. Oh, it's just stunning. They have a wonderful view. Zach or Sally, do either of you have anything to share from your respective pantries?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Zach.
Okay. November, pretty much the same as everybody else. I mean, October, uh, the whole month of October and especially the end of October, really ramped up. And so we had record numbers overall for, um, October, and then the first couple weeks of November were insane. But it has leveled off. But we did break records, daily records, monthly records. So it was pretty hairy there for a little bit, but it has leveled off back. But our numbers were high already.
Mhm.
So we're just kind of getting used to it, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know if I feel comfortable about getting used to any of this, but that is our reality. Very
Right.
much so.
Yeah.
Thanks,
And
Zach.
I do believe things will get better, but it's going to take some time, I think. So
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
see.
hopeful too. I try to remain hopeful. Um, get to you in a second, Hannah. I see your message, but I have something more to ask you. Sally, I saw that
Yeah,
you unmuted. How are things out in Steuben County?
we are busy, but it's great. Our community, all these organizations have really come and stepped forward for us. Our numbers are soaring. I think, you know, our lines have been out the door pretty much every day. And then we did our turkey distribution as soon as they came in yesterday. Um, our staff, our volunteers are definitely doubling their hours. So my goal, really today we had an all staff day and it was just recognizing the hours that have been put in just in the last few weeks by everybody and just recognizing that and keeping them in our thoughts and recognizing that. We are just, getting ramped up. We are going into our busiest time. It's been busy, but it's only going to get busier for us. So we appreciate everything you guys are doing. And, your support is definitely going to help us get through these next few weeks. So thank you, Amanda, for this message today. It's really come at a great time for us. So thank you.
I often have to share the good news and the bad news. This is really good news, and I was so excited to be able to send this out to the network. So this is fun for me. I love bringing joy. And
Mhm.
the biggest part of this is I hope that everybody can just sleep a little better at night because I know you guys internalize this and you take it home with you and you dwell on it and it impacts your mental health and your bodies physically. I know this because I feel this. And if I'm feeling it and I'm not even in direct contact, I know you all are. So all I have to say is I hope you all can rest a little easier. And on to the subject of Hannah Burge. Okay, I don't even know where to start. Are you back for starters? Okay, she's was formerly with the Catholic Charities out of Broome County, and if she's on this call, I thought she was supposed to be in Oklahoma. I don't know what is going on.
I'm still in
Um,
Oklahoma.
oh my God, are
Yeah.
you working?
No, yeah, I'm per diem for Catholic Charities. So like when I can, then I can jump on, like if I have a break or whatever, I can jump on and help them. So I'm still like they didn't want to let me go totally.
Don't blame them. This makes my heart so happy. Hi, my friend. Um,
Hi. So like any kind of grant related stuff or anything like that, I'll be helping for like the food pantries and the AmeriCorps programs. I'll be helping Catholic Charities with that. So
I
yes.
love this.
However, I'm really sad I'm missing the turkey drive right now there this
Oh,
week.
yes. We
Yeah.
were able to support a lot of turkeys going out to Broome County
Yes, thank
this
you.
year.
Because we
So
have over 3,000 that has signed up for Thanksgiving baskets. So
wild.
so I keep checking in with Tanya and Michelle, and the support from the community, of course, is amazing. So and thank you, Food Bank, for helping support us too, because we could not reach our goals and feed that many families in Broome County if it wasn't for the support. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Appreciate
yes, you can tell
that.
Teresa too. If she needs anything, I'm still around.
Like, this week, I totally got like sidetracked. I'm like, oh my God, Hannah Burge.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
That's why I'm late
so
a little bit, so I apologize.
no, you're fine. And I know you said that you probably need to go off camera, and that's okay too. I can answer your questions, but so she put in the chat to me that you guys couldn't see, like, yes, you did miss this, but I also am recording and I'm sending this out tomorrow if I don't
Great.
get to it tonight. So,
Awesome. Then
but your
then
question, there
don't.
is
Yeah.
no application you need to worry about. This is
Okay,
already
awesome.
done. It's
Awesome.
already done. It's already hitting your accounts. And Michelle can take a look at those invoices and make sure that she shouldn't have to pay anything.
Okay,
Um,
great.
and yeah, that's really what's going on.
Awesome. Okay,
I,
then I'll
I
let her
think
know.
I
And
can't remember,
Tanya.
was it Sarah or Patrick? It's free. It's just free.
Okay,
That's the
awesome.
good news. Um, I can marry, yes, do the happy dance. Absolutely. So thank you all for sharing a little bit. I really appreciate that. I appreciate it because I needed it for my soul. And I hope you guys got something out of it too. Is there anything else that we can answer? Yes, Sarah, keep it
Well,
coming.
I'm sorry, one question. So we're working very hard with messaging because I think we've definitely learned in these last couple of weeks that people didn't really understand like the full picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one I'm very interested in when you guys start having stats like how you just did the largest truck, poundage rollout, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how easy it's to send to us, but that kind of little data points allows us to have some other kind of conversations with people, right? So you're kind of big picture or kind of little picture in T-Berg, but just having some of those informational points just allows us to have some more in-depth dialogue. I think Donna can, I think you would agree that it just is really helpful. The little kind of snippets are like, we've seen this in the last month, we predict this, or, that kind of stuff. So that as we're sending out some messaging, we have you guys back as well as people are thinking about who to donate to, but also to say like, we see these things together. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but
I think this makes
um,
brilliant sense.
yeah, and we're working really hard on getting the word out. So I guess more data we love, and we can,
And
pick out some of that kind of stuff to use and put it into that. I guess my other question or thought is that I wouldn't want someone to be like, so I shouldn't give you any money now because your food is free. So clarification in that, I think also would be great of
Mhm.
just saying, how do we approach this with our communities of, yes,
mhm.
we are getting this, but we're also seeing more of a need, but I don't know. if there's kind of a full circle train of thought at your guys' end to share with us so that we can continue, because this is a long road for us. And that's kind of how we're embracing this in Seaburg, is like, we're planning ahead, we're thinking ahead, but, I'm sure there's many pantries. You guys are all thinking about, how do we meet the need for the next 6 months or what have you. So
Think you
those are,
just said exactly what it is. This is emergency food. This money is for emergency food now. This is not permanent.
okay.
And this is a wonderful boon in a moment of stress and crisis and upheaval in people's lives. But this is not a permanent thing. This was a response to an emergency.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean that people shouldn't still be, thanks, Matt, so much. People shouldn't still be contributing and supporting the work that you all are doing, because guess what? After this money's gone, you're still there.
Right. Agreed.
People
For
are still
sure.
hungry. Hunger, you don't feed somebody once and they're done. That's not how
Right.
we are. That's not how humans work.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
also, I'm going to be perfectly honest, we don't have everything on the menu that you all need to be able to provide for your communities.
Oh, for
I
sure.
know
Okay.
each and every one of you goes out to the local stores and purchases specifically to your for your communities.
Yes.
And I think telling that part of the story too, we do contribute a majority probably of the food that you receive and distribute, but we are by no means an answer or a savior to anything.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
really,
I totally
yeah, this is
agree. I just want to make
emergency.
sure we're just not missing something in that
And
with our messaging, and we want our messaging reflecting the stuff you're saying as well.
And I'm
So,
definitely going to bubble up your request for information. Yes.
okay,
It's
that would,
because there's so much, it's distilling out those facts that are relevant. And I think that's the conversation. Be like, hey guys, this is what our network is asking for. Let's help figure out what the high points are so that we can communicate that out.
yeah, I would really be grateful. Just, yeah, because I think those numbers, I have the saying that in God we trust, everybody else bring your data, so that any of those things that you can kind of give to us is just, I don't know, it helps us social media wise, having conversations with our leadership in the town, all the different places we go. So thank you.
Absolutely. I think it makes sense. All right, we're coming up on 45 minutes. This has been a wonderful conversation, and if there are still more questions or things that you guys want to discuss, I am happy to stay till 5. If there isn't, then I will definitely bid you guys a happy Thanksgiving, but you guys drive this. Are there other questions,
No.
comments, concerns, compliments? I heard someone say compliments the other day. I'm going to add that to my standard. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Any questions, comments, compliments, or concerns? All right. Well, then, again, thank you for the wonderful questions and dialogue and for sharing. Like I said, I'll be recording this. I'll be sending it out with the other one. Heart you too, Mary, very much. Thank you all for what you do, and happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, thank you.
Bye, everyone.